The emotions that Erica has to be going through, not only to have her husband on his 32nd birthday, his first heavenly birthday, but also being awarded this prestigious award. What are your thoughts?
Well deserved, because his impact on young people around this country is really without precedent in so many ways. This was an amazing movement that inspired young people who really found themselves out in the wilderness on college campuses that were conservative. It gave them an opportunity to get involved. There have been a few other organizations that have done a pretty effective job at that too, but Turning Point USA has had such a huge impact. But even beyond that, other young people who had been set in their ways and been indoctrinated by these schools would come and confront him because he did it in a very peaceful and thoughtful manner, argue with them, and you would have large crowds listening to him doing this, and they would be very much affected by that, by listening to what he had to say, by seeing that the arguments weren't so absurd as their college professors would tell them they were, in a way that was thoughtful and intelligent. And you had a massive learning experience. Even kids that might not have come all the way around to becoming a conservative would have to think differently about what they had decided in their minds. That's part of the education process, to be candid. The word educate is a Latin term that means to lead out. And Charlie led many young people out of the absurd notions that are perpetrated on college campuses through the various professors that are frankly usually radical leftists. And it also converted a lot of kids. So this is a well-deserved thing. It really honors a person who positively affected young people all across the nation.